We have a lot of selling to do on the ferry. I think it's getting great momentum. We've got our delegation now in tune to make sure that it's a priority for us, that we bring in funding that can make sure that it's there for generations to come. We want to hold their feet to the fire. There may be another way to do it. Instead of giving the money directly to the ferry, there may be a transportation organization like the Jacksonville Transportation Organization that'll be an umbrella agency that will make sure that the funding is there. So there's several different ways to go about doing it. We're determined to find a way that will work, that everybody can agree to, particularly the governor who has the veto authority. But I spent some time with the governor directly, and I think he is warming up to the idea that the ferry is both useful, necessary, and the state's responsibility. Pension reform is the #1 request of the cities. There's over 400 cities, and the vast majority of them say, please give us help, give us relief. As you look at the report card of cities across the state, many do not make the grade in terms of is their pension fully funded. So we want to give them help to let the cities fix the problem. Part of that is rolling back the clock of some of the state mandates that were put on cities of what they had to do. So we're going to take some of that away, roll the clock back, and then allow the cities, when they save money with their pension, to put money to shore up the pension so the promises that they have made to their employees are paid, but yet also give them the flexibility to go forward and solve their own problem. I call it the Back to the Future education bill. It finally recognizes that not every student is made for college, or college isn't a possibility for many students. So what we do is we set up an alternative. Rather than make them take some hard courses that may sometimes even make them drop out of school, we allow them, instead of taking the calculus or the trigonometry, we allow them to take industry certification courses where they can get industry certified. The example I gave tonight was a Microsoft engineer, where they can take classes on how Microsoft works and operates on their software, so that when they graduate from high school, they're a Microsoft engineer and have the potential of making a very high wage fixing computers and servicing businesses right here in Northeast Florida. Well, we talked tonight about the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, how that affects them, some of the choices that the state is faced with, whether or not to have an exchange, whether or not to expand Medicaid. We talked about everything from red light cameras to gambling to you name it. We talked about. There's a lot of interest. It was amazing to see the passion that the beaches have for their community and their state. I'm just glad that we had a packed house tonight.